Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. This is Buds&Suds. I am Grant, and I am here with Peter.
Hi.
Nick.
Hola.
And Kevin.
Hey.
And today we are going to be reviewing 3 beers for our Cinco de Mayo special.
Hey!
All right.
So thanks again for joining us. We look forward to talking to you on our social media, which our awesome host Nick will.
Senor Gato.
Senor Gato will tell us.
You can contact us or just follow and see what we're doing at _Buds&Suds on Instagram, Twitter, Vine, Untapped, Periscope. And you can email us any questions that you might have at budsandsuds2016@gmail.com.
That's _Buds&Suds. Follow us. Thank you.
And subscribe.
Hey.
What is your favorite Mexican beer, Kevin?
Well, thanks for asking me, Grant. That's a great question. If I'm going to go with anything, I like to sit on the beach and enjoy a nice Sol.
Okay.
Yep.
Is it Del Sol or is it just Sol?
It might be Del Sol, but I don't know.
Peter, what about you?
My favorite Mexican beer is, I'm going to go with a favorite of mine, which would be, I don't know. I don't really have a favorite Mexican beer.
Pick one.
Cerveza?
That's a great plan. Ask Kevin about that. Nick, what about you? What's your favorite Mexican beer?
I'm going to go with my favorite as well and say...
Well, that's because I just asked you what your favorite was.
Tequila.
Tequila's your favorite Mexican beer?
Yep.
Can I change mine? I want to go with Negro Modelo.
Did you just look one up? You just looked one up, didn't you?
No, that's the one I can remember.
Right.
I actually do like
my
that
favorite Mexican beer is probably Sapporo. It's pretty good. Light beer. Nice to drink.
That's not
Mexican, not Japanese.
Yeah, that's not Mexican.
Sapporo's Japanese.
I was trying to slide that one underneath you guys, but you caught it.
Hey, actually, yeah. Let's talk about how we're going to learn about Mexican beers are actually inspired quite a bit by German immigrants that came over and started brewing some beer.
By German immigrants?
Can I throw out some Cinco de Mayo facts on you guys?
Yeah, hit us with some of those.
Since it's Cinco de Mayo, everybody always associates it with the fantastic holiday of Cinco de Drinko, as it's known in the U.S., which is completely wrong. A lot of people mistake it for being Mexico's Independence Day, which in fact it's the Battle of Puebla, which the Mexican army defeated France's forces in the Battle of Puebla. A lot of people don't know this, but alcohol companies popularized Cinco de Mayo, and a lot of companies like Corona and Jose Cuervo will start selling about more than $600 million worth of beer for the Cinco de Mayo in 2013. And that dwarfs big days like Super Bowl and St. Patty's Day. Mexican-style beers increased by 15% the week of Cinco de Mayo. So, pretty much America's a bunch of assholes capitalizing on a bunch of stuff.
And mustache.
I'm no business owner, but calling America assholes is not a great way to push this video out to the masses.
Cut that. Can you bleep that?
Yeah,
can you bleep America?
Peter, we get what you're saying. Anyways, we're gonna drink some Mexican beer because
we're gonna capitalize on what this holiday brings.
So our 3 cervezas for tonight are going to be Dos Equis Amber by Cuauhtémoc Moctezuma Brewery, or Heineken, as some people call it. Next, we'll have Cerveza Pacifico Clara by
In a can?
Cerveceria del Pacifico, now Grupo Modelo. And then lastly, we're going to follow it up with the classic of Corona
Did you
Extra.
get a Cronita?
It's so little.
Why are your guys' bottles so small?
But look at this.
So, really quick here, I forgot I need to introduce this beer. Ready?
Yeah.
Got it. All right, so first we're going to be drinking the Dos Equis Amber from Cerveceria Montezuma or Cuauhtémoc Montezuma Brewery, now owned by Heineken. Their brewery is located in Monterrey, Mexico. It's a Mexican amber lager, 4.2% alcohol, 10 IBU, born somewhere in 1897. This one is it's a good beer.
So my head was a little small, but it's definitely lingering. It's keeping its hold.
I get a lot of dark malts off the flavor.
I'm not getting much aroma. Maybe my nose is plugged.
I meant aroma. I haven't tasted it yet. I do get a metallic kind of aroma from it, but I think that's just from the bottle.
That might be. Now that you're saying it, I kind of get it too.
I get a metal ski lift taste if you were to like lick the pole that holds you to the chairlift.
It's definitely a dark. It's an amber, but I don't know. I feel like it's a little darker than an amber.
It is kind of a darker amber, it seems like, but the amber Mexican lager kind of thing, it comes through. It's very light body, not too carbonated. It's
I'd say it's about midway.
Yeah, not hoppy at all.
Who's drinking it with a lime?
I'm not yet. I'm going halfway down, and I'm going to try it.
I don't have any lime. I bought a lime, but I forgot to cut them up. So
they grow naturally here, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, it literally isn't a big deal. So
lime makes it smell fresh and enjoyable.
Enough said. Peter, what do you have to say about this?
It's a good beer. It's definitely on the more light side of the spectrum. I mean, it is a Mexican beer, so I don't think it's supposed to be overpowering and supposed to be drank on a ski lift when you're thinking of other ambers that I've had before, but pretty good stuff.
I've got an honest question. My taste of Mexican beer has been limited to Corona, Del Sol, Dos Equis. Is that all there is, or do they have a vibrant microbrew culture down there?
I don't know if I'd call it microbrew, but it's pretty extensive. There's quite a bit of Mexican beers there. Let me talk to you guys about with this lime here. It actually kind of gives it a little bitterness, citrusy, which balances the malt really well. I think it tastes really good. With the lime, it actually adds a lot of flavor and helps balance it.
Yeah, I've had it with lime. I agree. It's, from what I understand, I was in Mexico drinking it, and the guy who served it was basically said that's not how the locals drink it, but people, Americans like it with a lime, so I do. I'm not ashamed of that.
Wow.
Hey, Peter, if you were to rename this beer, what would you name it?
You know, in all my time that I've spent in Mexican restaurants, I'm going to rename it the number 3.
The number 3.
It's right there in the middle where your eyes drift to the middle of the menu, and you're going to pick that one because it's going to be the best. It's got a good flavor. Like I was saying earlier, I like when I go to a Mexican restaurant, I'm a Negro Modelo kind of guy, and I prefer that kind of beer. But this is a good substitute for me. So it's definitely gonna be one of the ones that I would say go in the middle. So it's gonna be like Karen said, it's gonna be the fajita burrito number 3.
Brant, where would you drink this beer?
Oh, on the beach in Mexico.
Nothing wrong with that.
What are you going to do for Pacifico or Corona now?
Don't use all your good ones.
What do you think, Nick?
you just burnt that ace.
Kevin, what would you eat with it?
This one would be really well with a fajita burrito. Actually, I'm gonna say this would actually be really good with queso and cheese. I think the cheese would help balance out the malt, something a little sharper, a little maybe Monterey Jack, since they're from Monterey.
Nice.
Did I say queso and cheese? I meant queso and chips.
I was gonna. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I like cheese.
Cheese and cheese?
Cheese and cheese sounds good.
See.
See.
All
right, spirit animal. Let's see it.
Okay. So, his tears cure cancer. Too bad he never cries.
Wait, what?
And he also can speak Russian and French.
Is Chuck
The most
Norris?
interesting man in the world. There he is. Nice.
Wow, you're saying I'm unoriginal for the beach.
Nice.
Stay thirsty, my friends. That's all I got.
Okay. Next up, we will be doing a Cerveza Pacifico Clara. I'm saying that
What's
right.
the Pacifico Clara?
So it's Pacifico, but Clara means clear or blonde, where Oscura means dark. So it's Clara because it's clear.
Cool.
So let's pop the top. Before I do that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. It's by Cerveceria del Pacifico, now owned by Grupo Modelo in Mazatlan, Mexico. It's a Mexican-style Pilsner, 4.5% alcohol, 12 IBU. Not sure quite when it was born, but I can tell you this. It was
Probably after Peter.
What?
Probably after Peter.
Probably sometime after Peter. I believe these ones were German immigrants as well into Mazatlan that started a brewery and called it Pacifico. Cerveceria del Pacifico.
God, Peter's old.
Bottoms up.
I'm a cradle rower.
It's brewery on the Pacific.
All right, guys. Here, I will.
Cerveceria.
No,
I'm
actually,
gonna
it's
one-up
on
Kevin
the
on this one.
Gulf of Mexico.
So, Cerveza Pacifico Clara was first brewed in 1900 when 3 Germans opened a brewery, Cervecería de Pacífico in Mazatlan.
Del Pacifico. Get it right, Peter.
Del Pacifico. Its label includes a picture depicting the lifesaver embrace encompassing a hill with a Port's Lighthouse Hill, known locally as the Cerro de Creston in Mazatlan. To answer your
All right.
Pretty mellow beer, pretty light color, almost straw color.
Clear.
Yeah.
It is very Clara. How do you say very in Spanish?
Muy.
That's a lot of flavor, though. That's a lot of flavor.
Clara.
I actually like this beer a lot, to be honest.
This is one of my go-tos other than Sol.
It's Kevin, tell me what the flavor is because I can never do it myself.
It's a little bit got a hint of skunk to it.
Yeah.
Right at the end.
So, Kevin, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Bottles sitting next to each other are Pacifico and Corona.
Ooh.
Corona's got clear. Pacifico's got dark.
Easy.
Advantages, disadvantages.
Dark bottles let it in less light, and light can alter the taste of your beer. That's why when we get to Corona,
Dark is better.
Yep, and it's cheaper to make. But when we get to Corona, you'll notice a lot more of a skunky flavor with it because of the light that's been let into it as the beer is sitting.
Same with Heineken.
Same with Heineken. Yep.
They have a green
Yup.
bottle.
All right. So, what do you guys think of this? There's I was surprised though, no head on this.
I had some, but it dissipated very quickly, and it was a rough pour.
Excuse me, guys. Let me slice up another lime piece here.
Don't cut yourself.
There's a flavor there that I can't put my tongue on. It's not it's skunky, yeah, but it's
a very
it's a
light
little more
malt.
complex than that.
There's a distinct flavor that I didn't get from the last one.
Any aromas that you're getting?
I was just saying, there's almost a little bit of a kind of a honey in the aroma.
Little
And
sweetness.
And I think that might be the flavor that you're getting as well, because if you take a drink of it, you kind of get not like the straight up honey, but like the aftertaste of honey if you just eat straight honey.
It tastes like barbecue corn when you barbecue with the husk on.
Yeah.
Okay. I bet they use some corn in there. That's probably why you get that little bit of a corn flavor. Believe it or not, there's a nice lime aroma coming from the beer now.
What? Wait, did we get off the corn? What about the corn?
No, we got kicked off the corn, Grant.
Lime?
Kevin
Peter,
took the cash.
Sorry, I'm coming back.
start a new episode
Guys,
about corn.
the lime doesn't do it for the Pacifico like it does the Dos Equis.
Yeah?
It doesn't balance it out. It doesn't, because
So my question.
Pacifico doesn't need balancing.
So
Perfect.
some people add salt to their beers like these. What was that?
I burped.
No, there was a breaking of things and falling over of things.
Oh.
That was Hannah.
The sober
It's
one?
okay.
But some people add like salt, like a dash of salt to your beer, and then you throw your lime in, and then you do it.
I can't
So-
speak to that. I'm not a salt guy, so
I like salt.
I bet you do.
Grant, where would you like to drink this at?
You order Michelob Ultra at the bar too.
Probably somewhere.
At the gay bar.
I'm getting hot,
Hey Nick,
sandy, and wet, probably on a Mexican beach.
So Dos Equis Amber you would drink on a beach, and here you're saying on a Mexican beach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for clarifying.
didn't you say a beach in Mexico with the Dos Equis?
Yeah, now I'm saying a Mexican beach.
Mm.
No.
Can you explain?
Very different. All right. Tell us what you think.
I'm gonna stick with the sea theme on the beer. I mean, sticking with an island, an acre, life preserver, and I'm gonna go with the Pacifico Buoy because it's gonna guide you in the right direction. It's gonna really give you a good distinct flavor. It's gonna give you something to kind of sink your teeth into, unlike the Dos Equis that I had. It just is kind of there. But the Pacifico gives you a nice, well-rounded flavor that you really have to put your tongue on to find the way that it wants to go.
All right. I like it.
So the Pacifico buoy instead of the Pacifico Clara.
Hey, Kevin, what do you think you'd pair with this beer?
This is an easy beer for me to pair with. I would take something acidic and put it right next to it and call it
Like
ceviche. Yes, like lime ceviche. Some type of seafood, shrimp, maybe some
like a
lobster in there.
Like
yeah, conch.
Hey, Grant and I had one last weekend.
That sounds good, right? Nick, what would you? What's the spirit animal for this sweet beer?
I really, there's no explanation for this.
Is it a sand dollar?
Sand dollar.
Yeah. It's a sand dollar.
What's the scientific name for a sand dollar?
What?
Sea anemone.
Anemone.
Sorry, what was that, Nemo?
Anemone.
No explanation at all. I'm just, the sand dollar.
A Cypisteroida.
That's what spoke to me, so I went with it.
Lastly, we're going to try out the old Corona Extra by Grupo Modelo. It's a location is
Not
Mexico. Exactly. I could not find a specific location other than Mexico. It's a pale lager, 4.5%, actually 19.3 IBUs. So this is the highest IBU beer we will have today. It was born in 1925, not imported to the U.S. until 1981, which is the same time that Peter got his first gray hair.
I have no gray hairs, thank you very much.
I don't.
Hey. The brewery is in Mexico City.
And where?
All right, guys, I'm getting a
Mexico
very light
City.
color.
Okay.
Lighter than straw.
The
Watermelon
smell.
lemonade.
The smell smells like a pot that I just bought. It smells really, really, really fragrant.
Ooh,
like straight herbals.
Yeah. Wow.
For some reason, I think
Whoa.
it's fresher. It's
It literally smells like you just opened a baggie of pot.
Skunky aroma.
Kevin, you so pasty, even your flash doesn't work.
Quickly dissipating head. Definitely a light body. I don't get fruity at all. Does anybody get fruity?
No.
I could see honey. Kind of a staler honey.
Wait, are we talking smell or are we talking taste?
Kind of both at this point. I mean,
Peter,
smells just skunk up front. I can't get past that.
Wait, I'm gone?
To you. To Grant. Nick,
Hey, Russell, why don't you show your face, you sandbagging son of a bee?
you can't.
Ask him if he's coming to San Diego in a couple weeks.
Are you going to San Diego in a couple of weeks?
It took a really long time to answer.
You did
Anyway,
not.
guys, Corona.
Game's on. All right. All right, so let's finish up with Corona. Grant, where would you drink this Corona at?
Somewhere with palm trees, a lot of sand, and an
Where they
ocean.
speak Spanish? Where they speak Spanish?
No, I don't. I'm not good with Spanish.
Can you give me a little bit more specific of the place?
Probably a beach in a tropical area like Mexico.
A Brazilian beach.
No, I'm not
They
feeling
speak,
Brazil.
they speak
How about a Latin
Portuguese.
American beach?
No, probably like Cancun.
That's
So an
Mexico.
Americanized Mexican beach.
Okay. All right,
Uh,
Gringo.
Kevin, what would you eat with this beer?
This beer would pair nicely with some fish tacos.
Fish tacos?
Where would you buy the fish tacos from?
Probably.
Like gas station fish tacos?
No,
Or are we talking like...
Do you guys have gas stations up there that sell fish tacos? Because I wouldn't eat
I bet
that.
they're good.
We do. But they're good.
No, I'm saying just, maybe they're good in San Diego, but I'm just going to say regular fish tacos, whether at their gas station or not. Peter, what would you give this name?
I'm going to go the Corona Pepe Le Pew because the shit's skunky as hell.
It is.
and I might even substitute with an AKA with a Corona 420.
Wow.
You should do it.
Censored.
Winston.
Alex, censored.
From Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
But yeah, I'm going to go with either Pepe Le Pew or Corona 420.
So which one?
I like that.
Either or. It's interchangeable.
Oh, boy. Nick, let's see the big reveal.
Also not very...
Inspired?
Wow.
What is that?
A ball
is that a line?
Unripe coconut?
That's a line.
That's a line.
Oh, that's a
Really?
That's a line.
That's a line?
That's
Yeah.
a big line.
These spirit animals did not speak.
That wasn't even an animal. That's a fruit.
Hey, maybe
This is
some
such
people,
a
some
5.5
people feel like
episode. It's
some people
ridiculous.
feel like plants are animals, homie. So
Hey, what would you rate the Dos Equis?
what? Are you talking to me?
Yes.
What would I rate it? Oh, man. 2.25.
Wow, nice.
Nice. Near average.
Yeah, I'll give it a 2.
Do you want a 2 or 2.25?
2, definitely a 2.
Okay, 2 it is.
Yeah.
Peter?
I'm going to stick with Nick's original impression. I like the beers on this episode better than the last beers, so I'm going to go with 2.25.
2.25, all right.
Kevin, what about you?
Dos Equis Amber is probably one of my most liked Mexican. So I'm going to actually give it a 2.75.
Did you say Mexican or Mexican beers?
Mexicans.
Okay.
What about you, Grant?
I'll give it a 3.
3.
I like it.
It's good.
It's that simple.
Oh,
would
average.
be higher,
Good for you.
it's lower, so it's like the opposite of the sorority thing Peter was talking about. But
As a side note, after adding the lime, the skunkiness kind of goes down a little bit.
Yeah.
It gives it more of a citrus flavor to it. Believe it.
Citrus?
Citrusy flavor, believe it or not. But then if we go to Nick and say, what is your rating for Pacifico?
2.25.
Huh? It's better.
Peter?
I'm going to say that the Pacifico is going to come in at a 3 for me. I mean, it's probably a good summer beer, something you could drink on the beach in a tropical place with palm trees that speak Spanish.
Cool.
Yeah.
Kev?
Actually, for some reason, if I'm out, Hannah and I went to a Mexican restaurant the other night, and I ordered a Corona, and she ordered a Pacifico. And now actually having them both and trying to actually critically analyze them, Pacifico is definitely way better than Corona.
You mean it is better?
Yeah, it's better.
I give it a 3. 3 pints out of 5.
Agreed.
Okay.
Me too. 3 out of 5 pints.
3 to 5
Good
pints.
flavor. Kind of complex. It's a light beer. It's not too strong of a beer, but it's a good beer. It's hot out. Nice out. Throw a lime in it. It's great.
What
3
did
out of 5
you
pints.
What did you think about Corona, Grant?
I'll give it 2.5.
Okay.
It was the same deal.
Do we have to cut that in half because you drink a Coronita? Or
That's 7 ounces, Peter. It's not quite 6 ounces, so I'll stick with what I said.
Nick, what did you think?
What did I just get, Pacifico?
You
3.
gave it a 2.25. Or no, you gave it a 2.25.
So I'll give a Corona a
What is he?
1.75.
Wow, all right.
Yeah, it's just after like actually tasting the beer and smelling it and drink, because I don't know if I've ever drank a Corona out of a cup.
That's why I put it at the end, because it's so much different than the other Mexican beers that we had.
It is.
Peter, what did you think?
If this was more of a Buds and Buds show, I would give Corona like a 3. But
Yeah.
with the hype that Corona gets, and everybody always goes, that's their go-to Mexican beer. I mean, with how much sales they have every year, I mean, it's not my most preferred beer, so I'm going to go with a 1.
Okay.
Kevin, what do you think about this beer?
So I'm going to go 2.25. Yeah,
Wow,
It's high.
it is.
it's really high.
But if you
Then I
compare
give it a
to
2.5. All right, thank you so much for all of you viewers out there. We really appreciate you taking a part in this. If you are interested in contacting us, we have multiple media outlets. Nick can cover that for you.
You can contact us at _Buds&Suds on Twitter, Instagram, Vine, Untapped, and Periscope. And you can also email us at budsandsuds2016@gmail.com. Please subscribe to this fabulous channel. Also, I just want to let you know this is not a real mustache.
Weird. I have a question.
Yeah,
A serious question.
yeah.
If you were to have one beer for the rest of your life,
We did this in episode 1.
Yeah, we did.
No, we did beer styles. I think I know where you're going. You're going
one beer.
One beer.
One beer.
Brand.
Can we do
Hi.
this next episode, please?
No, can we
Like
think about
straight
this
up
in the next episode?
specifics.
Next episode.
I'd say
No.
we get
Because we're having such shit beers right now, why don't we do something that's
Because I'm so tired. I'm going to be
No.
asleep in like 5 minutes.
Hey, but seriously, we should probably think about this a little bit longer.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Hey, thanks again for everyone watching. We really appreciate it. Happy Cinco de Mayo. And as always, cheers.
Cheers.
Buenos dias.